Hello and welcome to this presentation on why social media is a must for your business. This presentation is brought to you courtesy of Social Media Frontiers Limited. Here is an overview of what we will be presenting today. Who are social media frontiers? What is social media? When did social media emerge? Why social media is a must for your business? How it is measured, and where do you get started? So who are social media frontiers? Well, the best way to describe this is that social media frontiers is a middleman between the decision makers interested in your products and services that are on social media right now, and we deliver these people to your business. We explore the internet and find and drive the ideal clients for you, specifically targeted for your business, for your needs, for your requirements. Now, we listen to the target market. We want to hear what they like, what they dislike, what they are demanding from you. We then approach these clients with what they want. You become the market leaders at interacting and managing your clients on social media networks. Some of our clients include FTSE 100 companies, world-leading SME companies, government agencies, celebrities, sports stars, and our global client base is from Europe, Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaysia, US, New Zealand, and Australia. So what is social media? Well, here is the official Wikipedia definition. Social media are media for social interaction as a superset beyond social communication. Enabled by accessible and scalable communication techniques, social media substantially changed the way of communication between organizations, communities, as well as individuals. So this is how many people think of social media. A bunch of unfocused people, not specifically targeted to any particular area. And generally, people seem to think that it's all about how many Twitter followers or Facebook friends or likes that you have. But this is not the case. It is so much more. This is an example of how social media can be integrated in a particular business. Now, don't be frightened by the extent of it and how, I suppose, overwhelming it may look. However, it just shows you that of all of the social networks that you may have considered, such as Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, that there are many more than that, and these all have very specific uses within social media platforms and engagement with your business. In summary, however, to break it down into just 5 specific parts, social media is about participation. It's about creating connections between you and your clients. It's about conversations. It's about community. And very much it's about listening to your marketplace. When did social media emerge? Well, the reason I bring this up is because many companies believe that social media is something that is quite new, that it may have only come about in the last 5 to 10 years. However, social media is something that has been with us for a lot longer than you may actually realize. What is social media other than interaction between one or two people and in a way that they can discuss or converse with one another? This obviously has been going back for hundreds, thousands of years. The first official social media that we recognize is the postal service, which came into use in 550 BC. Now, obviously this was a case where somebody was able to write something about their particular business and they would post it to somebody else in return, and they would see what the business was about. Now, this was obviously a slow process, but the point is it is still with us today, thousands of years later. Now, what has happened in the meantime is the speed of communication has increased hugely. So rather than this postal service being our primary means of engagement nowadays, it has changed from the telephone to the radio to nowadays social networks such as Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, where we can communicate with each other between clients and customers literally between milliseconds. This is a slide which we are going to share with you to show how fast communication has actually improved. Here I share with you how many years it took to reach 50 million users using various technologies. With the radio, it took 38 years to reach its first 50 million users. With television, it took 13 years. With the internet, it took 4 years. Let's take a look at this now, how quickly social networks reached 50 million users. LinkedIn on the right took almost 2,500 days, Facebook 1,325, Twitter just over 1,000, and Google Plus, launched in 2011, took only 88 days to reach its first 50 million users. So what can be seen here is that it's only getting faster and faster. Why social media is a must. Key benefits of social media for your business that many people do not recognize are the ability to monitor conversations about your organization, the ability to measure the frequency of the discussion about your brand, the ability to address negative mentioning, identification of new product or service opportunities, early warning of potential product or service issues, better understanding of customer perceptions of your brand, improved insights about your target markets, and improved customer retention. Here are some more key benefits. Your social media continues to grow all the time, unlike one-off payments for advertisements. You have a greater favorable perceptions of your brand, client database growth, ability to develop targeting marketing activities, increase in new business, Google ranking domination, reduced overall marketing expenses with much greater impact. And it can literally dictate your stock price. Now let me just touch on that last point. The importance of social media mentions, and that is what people are saying about your business, and the ability to control this can actually now measure and control your target market influence. This has been shown very recently in quite a profound way, which was not expected at all to be seen by many in the business. Social media, and in particular Twitter, can now be seen to dictate your stock price. In fact, there are softwares available now, and many studies done on this, which have shown that Twitter can dictate your stock price up to 3 days in advance with over 92% accuracy, which is unheard of in this business. Now the graphic we have shown here is back in 2008, which was a particular up and down year for the stock market. Twitter had been shown to be able to predict, using the sentiment about particular companies, up to 3 days in advance which direction the stock market was going to go. So the point of this is that if you know how to manage your social media mentions correctly, you can adjust favorably how well your business is perceived in a global perspective. Here are the top social media uses that businesses have right now. Currently the number one at 69% is service and support, basically reactive support to external clients. Now others include support escalation and resolution, PR marketing, projects, and so forth. And you can study this graph in a little bit more detail, but it just gives an idea of how many uses social media can have for your particular business. Here are some of the well-known testimonials that are bandied about social media. Dell sold over $3 million worth of computers on social media in just 1 year. Ford now assign 25% of their overall spend on digital and social media. How is social media measured? Well, the return on investment of social media is something that receives a lot of attention, as it should do, because for any marketing manager or marketing director, or indeed CEO, you want to know exactly what bang for the buck you receive for any investment you make. Now, the return on investment measurements of social media are often mentioned as follows: the number of followers, the number of fans, the number of clicks, the number of site visits, the number of views, the number of friends. But this is not what the return on investment of social media is. Every specific social media goal can be measured in monetary terms. Here are specific social media company goals, and they would be no different to any other marketing campaigns that would be run by a company, such as brand awareness and its value, Google ranking, client retention, market research results, centralized and personalized customer service, live personalized customer support, monitoring of brand mentions, monitoring of customer preferences, monitoring of customer feedback, number of targeted leads, cost avoidance for leads, increase in target market influence, viral marketing through recommendations, and of course increase in sales. Now the value of each goal here, you can have a completely different for each, and this value can also be measured. So what I'm saying here is you can specify what the return on investment is for each individual part of your social media goals. So for example, here we have broken out these individual social media outcomes into various results, and these can be totaled into an overall ROI for your business. So where do you get started? Well, quite simply, we are available right now on social media for you guys. So if you have a Facebook or Twitter account, you can contact us on those, or alternatively our email address is below. So please contact us and we will get started with you immediately with an initial consultation to see how social media can work for your business and grow your business dramatically.